Nee, tatsächlich. Was ist?
Muss ich so, ja.
This is how the Mercedes-AMG 63 V8 engine is made. Every AMG V8 is meticulously hand-assembled from start to finish by a single master engine builder. The most common problems reported by users with Mercedes-AMG engines are oil leaks, timing chain wear, turbocharger failures, carbon buildup, overheating issues, and expensive maintenance costs. Instead of moving along an assembly line like mass-produced engines, the V8 is built in one location with all tools and components brought to the engine. Compared to standard Mercedes engines, AMG V8 engines are produced in extremely limited numbers. Each engine is hand-built by a single technician, with some builders assembling only a few engines per day, and in some cases, fewer than 200 per year. This exclusivity is a major reason why these engines are becoming increasingly rare, desirable, and expensive. Manufactured at a Falterbach plant in Germany, these engines are assembled in a climate-controlled clean hall with critical tolerances measured to micron-level precision. Every component is measured repeatedly throughout assembly, not just before it begins. Parts are precision select fit, not simply interchangeable, ensuring tighter tolerances and a far more exact build. Two identical engines may use slightly different bearing shells or piston grades to achieve perfect balance. Modern Mercedes 63 engines use a closed-deck aluminum block that significantly strengthens the cylinder walls and allows the engine to withstand extremely high turbocharged cylinder pressures. Many high-performance engines in the same price class still use cast components. Forging allows higher RPM, higher boost, and greater durability under thermal stress. This design also offers exceptional tuning headroom with outputs well beyond 700 horsepower achievable on stock internals. Every Mercedes AMG is built with a forged steel crankshaft, forged aluminum pistons, and forged connecting rods, providing the strength and durability required to handle significantly increased power levels. The crankshaft, pistons, and connecting rods are precisely balanced as a matched set, ensuring optimal smoothness and durability. Even the flywheel and harmonic damper are individually selected and verified specifically for each engine. The cylinder heads are CNC, machined for exceptional precision, while critical areas such as the valve seats and intake and exhaust ports are carefully hand-finished. Valve clearances are set manually, and the camshafts are installed and timed by hand to ensure exact specifications. Beyond mechanical balance, the engine is also thermally balanced, taking into account material expansion at full operating temperatures. This level of precision is far more common in race-built engines than in conventional street applications. AMG prioritizes absolute consistency and quality over assembly speed, even when this approach limits overall production volume. In the SUV lineup, the engine is featured in models like the GLE, GLS, and the iconic G-Class. It also serves as the heart of performance-focused vehicles, such as the AMG GT four-door coupe. Depending on the vehicle and its intended role, different versions of the 4-liter biturbo V8 are used to optimize performance, responsiveness, and character. The AMG 63 V8 engine powers a wide range of high-performance Mercedes-AMG vehicles, spanning sedans, coupes, sport utility vehicles, and grand tourers. It appears in flagship performance sedans such as the E-Class, CLS, and S-Class, along with their coupe counterparts. Many AMG engine builders have spent 10 to 30 years mastering their craft, often trained directly by previous AMG masters and dedicated exclusively to V8 assembly. These technicians frequently specialize exclusively in V8 engines, refining their skills over years of focused practice. At AMG, engine assembly is treated as a true craft rather than a routine job rotation, with an emphasis on deep expertise, accountability, and pride in every engine produced. These builders form a highly specialized and closely knit team within AMG's Affalterbach production facility, representing a small but elite group dedicated exclusively to crafting the brand's most powerful engines with unmatched precision and care. This practice not only ensures meticulous craftsmanship and accountability, but also connects each engine to the individual who brought it to life, turning every power plant into a unique testament to skill and dedication. Each AMG engine is the personal responsibility of a single builder who oversees it from the bare block all the way to completion. When the engine is finished, it receives a metal plaque engraved with the builder's name, a mark of pride and accountability. Because of the extreme performance demands placed on the drivetrain, AMG models can be more prone to transmission and electronic wear over time. This signature is more than symbolic. The builder personally measures clearances, torques every bolt, and verifies all critical tolerances. Should an issue ever arise, AMG can trace the engine directly back to the individual who assembled it, ensuring full transparency and maintaining the highest standards of craftsmanship. This is the Mercedes-Benz factory located near Moscow, Russia, which was established specifically for the local production of Mercedes-Benz vehicles for the Russian market. Mercedes-Benz had a production site in Russia that was fully integrated into its global manufacturing network, which spans more than 30 plants worldwide. The facility was developed specifically for local production and represented a significant investment of over 300 million euros by the company. It was designed as a full-cycle plant, meaning it didn't just assemble vehicles, it handled body welding, painting, and final assembly all on site, following the same quality standards used in Germany. The first model to come off the line was the Mercedes-Benz E-Class sedan. Over its roughly 3 years of operation, the factory produced around 4,000 E-Class vehicles. At full capacity, it was planned to build approximately 25,000 to 30,000 cars per year, supported by a workforce of more than 1,000 employees working across production and logistics roles. Right now, you're watching the body-in-white manufacturing process. At this stage, the basic vehicle body is formed before painting. This worker carried out the final quality inspection of the body in white. She mainly monitored the dimensions of the gaps between individual body panels.
But I think we should make this packing on 3 definitely.
The site was also meant to showcase a more flexible approach to manufacturing. Mercedes aimed to create a kind of mobile production concept, a plant that could be set up in different regions while maintaining consistent global standards. It used Industry 4.0 technologies similar to other advanced Mercedes factories, focusing on automation, efficiency, and digital production systems. The plant was built with highly automated logistics systems, including driverless transport vehicles that moved car bodies between different production stages. It also used automated material supply networks, human-robot collaboration zones, and a range of ergonomic solutions designed to improve both efficiency and working conditions on the assembly line. Mercedes positioned the factory close to a key growth market at the time. Russia was one of the strongest regions for premium car demand, and the brand had seen rapid sales growth there over the previous decade, more than doubling its volume and becoming one of the top-performing luxury marques in the country. Workforce was a mix of local Russian employees and German engineers, especially in the first years, to transfer knowledge and train local teams. Employees were trained in Mercedes quality standards, safety protocols, and lean manufacturing techniques similar to what is standard in German plants. Like German factories, the workforce was organized into multidisciplinary teams, combining skilled human craftsmanship with automated processes. Employee productivity and engagement were monitored carefully as Mercedes aimed for the same precision and quality as in Sindelfingen or Untertürkheim. However, following Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine and the resulting Western sanctions, Mercedes-Benz suspended both exports and local manufacturing activities in Russia. In April 2023, the company officially exited the market, selling its Russian assets, including the Moscow region production site and its local subsidiaries, to the dealership group Avtodom. Right now, you're watching German builder Janixstall assemble this high-performance, high-value engine entirely by hand. He is one of the select few technicians entrusted with personally assembling AMG V8 engines, specifically the 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 that powers some of Mercedes-AMG's most iconic vehicles, including the GT, the G-Class 63, and the S-Class 63. As part of AMG's renowned one-man, one-engine philosophy, Janik personally assembles each piston, carefully torques the cylinder heads, and installs the turbochargers himself. Every step of the process is performed with meticulous attention to detail, turning the assembly of this powerhouse engine into a true act of craftsmanship. Every step he takes reflects years of training, experience, and dedication to precision craftsmanship. He and others like him belong to an elite circle of highly skilled craftsmen chosen to build AMG's most iconic engines by hand. At Mercedes-AMG, around 50 master engine builders are entrusted with the hand assembly of every AMG engine. Each builder personally signs their work with an engraved plaque, a tradition that embodies the brand's legendary one-man, one-engine philosophy. Most engine plaques are silver in color, representing the majority of high-performance V engines designed for both everyday driving and performance-focused models. Right now, you're watching him carefully install all 8 pistons into the engine. These V8s, including the 4.0-liter twin-turbo 63 series, use forged aluminum pistons engineered to handle extreme conditions. They withstand the high cylinder pressures of twin turbocharging, operate reliably at high RPMs, and endure intense thermal loads. Every engine is rigorously validated for sustained high-speed Autobahn runs, track use, extreme hot and cold temperatures, and long oil change intervals, a level of testing that explains why stock AMG engines tolerate aftermarket tuning so exceptionally well. Compared to standard cast pistons, the forged design offers superior strength and durability, enabling these engines to support both factory performance and extensive tuning without requiring internal upgrades. Any engine built for regular AMG series production, like performance sedans, coupes, and SUVs that aren't special limited editions, will typically get a silver badge with the builder's signature. This crankshaft serves as the beating heart of the engine, with every stage of its manufacturing and finishing reflecting race-level engineering. Unlike conventional engines, these high-performance power plants never use cast crankshafts. Each one is fully forged for maximum strength and durability. A select group of elite engine builders is tasked with assembling Black Series power plants, the most extreme track-focused variants produced. These specially chosen technicians are honored with black plaques at the top of the Wall of Fame in the Affalterbach workshop, marking their role in building engines that feature unique components and enhanced performance tuning. The crankshaft is forged from high-strength chromium alloy steel. Forging aligns the metal's grain structure, boosting strength and resistance to fatigue. Forging compresses and aligns the steel's internal grain structure instead of leaving it random, like in cast parts. That makes the crankshaft much stronger, more resistant to repeated loading, and far less likely to crack or bend at high RPM. This is essential for enduring high boost pressures, intense RPM loads, and sudden torque spikes. While the forging process is performed industrially, the finishing remains highly hands-on, with critical grinding and polishing carried out by skilled technicians using hand-guided machines. The builder may use click-type torque wrenches for tactile feedback, or electronic torque wrenches for precise readings down to 1 Newton-meter. The crankshaft isn't balanced in isolation. Each one is dynamically balanced together with its matched set of pistons, connecting rods, das, and flywheel. Tiny counterweights are sometimes fine-tuned by hand, and in some engines, micro-drilled counterweights are used to achieve near-perfect rotational balance. The engine builder tightens every key fastener by hand, including the cylinder head, main caps, and rod bolts, to exact torque specs. Even bolts of the same nominal size can require slightly different torque angles to compensate for variations in material expansion, bearing tolerances, or the flatness of the cylinder head. This hands-on approach ensures perfect sealing and even stress distribution throughout the engine, helping to prevent head gasket leaks, bearing failures, and uneven wear or warping caused by thermal stress. Critical bolts undergo a multi-step torque process. They are first hand-threaded, then given a preliminary torque, followed by near-final torque using a precise wrench, and finally tightened to a measured angle to ensure perfectly even clamping pressure. In these high-performance V8 engines, which experience extreme boost pressures and torque levels approaching 900 Newton meters, improper bolt torquing could have catastrophic consequences, making meticulous hand assembly essential. This is especially important for cylinder head bolts, which seal the combustion chambers under extreme pressure. It is also critical for main bearing caps, which secure the crankshaft under high torque. Many AMG V8 owners love them for the raw driving feel, iconic sound, and strong performance, even if they come with a few reliability quirks along the way. A highly engaging and characterful engine, though not entirely bulletproof. Many owners adored its personality and performance, but some issues emerged as the cars aged. Early models were particularly prone to cylinder head bolt failures, which could result in costly repairs. Some owners strongly caution about potential engine and transmission issues, particularly in high mileage or hard-driven cars. Meanwhile, you're watching Janik Stahl affix the signature plaque bearing his name, marking the completion of his meticulous work. While oil consumption and occasional leaks are commonly noted by owners, sometimes necessitating more frequent top-ups or checks, the engine's drivability, soundtrack, and performance rarely disappoint. For many, the unique feel and character of the engine are irreplaceable. Only about 13 mechanics are appointed to this exclusive group, selected for their experience and qualifications, sometimes even by lot among equally capable candidates. Silver badges recognize expert engine builders who assemble high-performance engines, a rare skill in the automotive world. Black badges, in contrast, signify membership in an even more exclusive group entrusted with the most demanding, highest output engines produced by AMG. A black badge goes beyond a visual distinction. It signifies that the builder has reached the highest tier of trust and expertise, responsible for engines featuring specialized components and enhanced performance targets. Whether silver or black, all badge-earning technicians complete extensive training at AMG's Affalterbach facility. As the brand shifts toward four-cylinder hybrids and electrification, the 63 Series high-displacement engine remains one of the last hand-built performance power plants, carrying forward a direct lineage from Mercedes motorsport engineering. Janik Stahl personally oversees the complete assembly of each engine, handling every step himself, from installing the pistons and torquing the cylinder heads to completing the final build. Once the engine is finished, he affixes the signature plaque bearing his name, a mark of craftsmanship and personal accountability, onto every power plant he completes. It reinforces the idea of AMG as a performance brand with a human touch, distinct from fully automated engine production in the broader Mercedes-Benz group. Among SUVs, it is found in the high-performance GLE, GLS, and G models, while the GT and GTS four-door coupe also feature this engine. Different vehicles may use specific variants of the twin-turbo V configuration depending on the application. The nearly completed engine is now transferred to the testing department inside the German factory. Over more than 2 decades, the 63 Series VAV8 has continually evolved, transforming from a naturally aspirated unit into a highly efficient twin-turbocharged powerhouse. Once finished, the engine is tested and then forwarded to be installed in whichever AMG model it is destined for.